Well, this kind of leads into what I wanted to hate on today, which was people who hold grudges, right? People who hold grudges, like you said. I mean, I do think that there are people who are victims of, whatever, somebody being mean to you or something like that, or someone disrespecting you. But I don't understand people who hold on to it, like hold on to the grudge and just like let that person live in their mind rent free, and they'll just always, there's people, sometimes people talk about their family. It'll be like their family. My brother did this one thing to me, 25 years ago. And I'll never forgive him for it. Like I can't ever let it go. And I don't get that. I just don't understand how you can hold a grudge all your life. I don't get it.
I mean, it depends on what the grudge is, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, there's got to be a level.
Yeah. But if you just talk bad about me on the internet, I'm not gonna sit up there and get upset. You take L's and you take dubs and L's online. Like, you arguing, fighting with people. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But as far as like something in real life, like, you hurt somebody in my family, then yes, that grudge is for life.
Yeah, hurt. Okay, so hurt, and this is the thing. To me, the hurt has to be permanent, though. For my grudge to be permanent, the hurt has to be permanent. If you killed someone, that's a permanent hurt. It's not gonna. You can't fix it. If you like this, certain things, that will permanently harm. You abuse my child or something like that. These things. But if it's like, for instance, this is something that came up recently. Will Smith apologized, right? Again, made a video. And in the video, he said, like to Tony Rock, he said, the relationship probably irreparable, things like that. And I think that's lame if it is, because Chris Rock ain't hurt. Chris Rock ain't hurt.
He is. Hurt.
That's a little different, man. You're talking about a grown man taking a slap and feeling like, damn, should I really have a brawl right now on live TV? Two black men on live television at this bougie ass event? Or should I just eat this slap, keep this shit moving, and me and him could just not be cool? Like, that's how, I don't know. If you slap me on TV,
I'm with it.
We have to fight, I have to escalate it, or I'm never gonna forgive you. Like, that's.
Well, you don't have to fight on TV. You could say, all right, beat me up. We throwing hands.
That don't get it back, dog.
How does it not?
Unless I have a social media video of you laying on the ground bloody and me standing over you, doing like the Blanca pose, that shit is not gonna be,
It's not the same.
So you feel like Chris Rock is irreparably damaged from this event. I feel like if anything, his stock's only gone up because everyone wants to hear what he says about it. He's gonna have a Netflix special or something like that, and it's gonna do tons of numbers because everyone wants to hear any jokes he tells about Will Smith or about this situation. I don't feel like he's really hurt. It's a slap. Like, it's like he wasn't hurt in the moment. He wasn't really hurt.
He wasn't physically hurt, but come on, man. A man got pride, bro. You can't just.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, I don't know. There's an extent. I don't know what the line is. Again,
that's the line. That crossed the line, though.
That's crossed the line. But like, where is the point where I could be like, oh, it's all good. I moved past it. Maybe in time, but I would not be happy. How could you be? How could you just? I couldn't just brush that off. I could act like I did. But I might be ready to. I want to kill this dude.
So okay, so when you have so as growing up as brothers, we had fights. So is it just because it's public?
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
Okay, all right,
that's a huge part of it.
Brothers is brothers, man. We can fight and be like, look, man, we still brothers. If I'm just a friend or just a guy I know. Come on, man. That's not the same thing as your brother.
So you never fought a friend?
I wouldn't.
I have fought a friend.
And you were still friends afterwards?
Not really, because of what he wanted to fight over was some bitch stuff. Bitch man.
I don't know. I feel like as an adult,
so you didn't forget
hands on each other.
I forgave him, but I didn't forget that you want to fight over a woman like a bitch, like just like trash. You know what I'm saying? So that's not something that's gonna be just, oh, we're good. Like, we're good. We are good. I got no beef, but
Hey,
You know what I'm
I hear that. Okay, I mean, people who have like, people fight in sports, people fight in, bar fights, and stuff like that. So those things never,
Not the
like you
same.
don't think those are the same.
Think about a bar fight, man. A bar fight always starts the same way. Hey, bro, you talking to my girl?
Yeah,
I ain't talking to your girl, but if I was, so what? She want me. And we gonna fight.
That's the same thing you said you fought your friend about.
No, that was a little different, man. That was a little different. There was stuff involved. Dude, feelings was touched when people told him things about his girl, and then he wanted to fight because people told him stuff. He didn't want to know. That's not the same. Okay. It's not the same thing.
I don't know.
So, I don't think that's equal. And again, I could be like Chris Rock. I'm sure he's like cool. He's cool, but it's not like he's sitting around here thinking, "Oh, I just can't wait to be buddies with Will Smith again." Like, no.
I'm not saying that though. I'm not saying that.
That is.
I'm not saying that. I'm talking about holding a grudge. Like, I don't care if you don't gotta be friends. I'm talking about just people who hold a grudge.
I'm holding a grudge.
I'm not saying that, huh?
What is holding a grudge? Like if I'm sitting around plotting, like one day, like,
or if you still speak about the situation with anger and bitterness, like, I like you. I mean, those just at certain times when those people talk about stuff and they you can tell they're still upset about it. Like they haven't let it go.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I'm talking about, I don't get, like, again, you know what I mean? It's like when people still haven't let something go 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or a year ago, whatever. It's just no matter what the time is. It's just like that. It's over. It's over. Why are you still hurt about it? That's what I'm talking about. It's so, we can take the Chris Rock situation out of it, but just in general, to me, grudges, it's just like, why?
Anything physical is a grudge for life to me.
See,
so that's the line for me.
So if I hit you forever, we're gonna be. Anytime you see me, you're gonna want to fight. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean we could be cordial, but I'm not gonna fuck with you the same at all. At all.
That's what I'm saying. What is a grudge, and what is, like if I'm just like, hey man, me and you not cool. I don't want nothing to do with you, like on that same level. Am I holding a grudge?
I mean, in a way, I think so. Yeah. I look, man. Maybe it's just.
Then I hold grudges. So you hating on me tonight?
Yeah. Well, maybe it's just this is my Christian, side of me speaking. But I just really think like I don't like if I'm not still hurt by it, then I shouldn't still want to hurt you for it. If that makes sense.
No, but that's not hurting you for it. If I say simply, we don't need to pursue a relationship any longer. But I'm not sitting around thinking how I can harm you. I'm not trying to undermine you. I just simply decide to walk the opposite way that you're walking. That is not I'm not doing anything to you.
So even if that person apologizes and says, "Look, I messed up. I want to fix it," it's still
a grudge.
There's nothing you can do to fix it. That's a grudge. If you to me,
that's a little different, man. I mean, what are you doing? What do you do to fix it? How can it be fixed? What is the situation? Because everything is different, right? If you sleep with my girl or something, and
that's extreme. That's a big one.
I was about to say I'd be more mad at my girl, but if you're supposed to be my bestie, and you're like, "Oh, sorry, dog, I just had to do it, bro."
No, to me, that's worse. That's way worse than getting hit. I'd rather get into a fight.
What?
I'd rather get into a physical fight than that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'm not. That's not. There's no coming back from that. Let's say you let one of your good friends borrow your car, and then they wreck your car, and they don't pay you back for it, and they say, "I'm sorry, man," and you don't mess with them for 5 years, and then they come back and be like, "Yo, I'm sorry, man," and give you a bunch of money to fix it or to pay you back.
Then we cool.
A long time passed, but at least you could be like, "Okay, cool. You made an effort to make up for it, and
exactly
move past that."
Yeah. Okay. So then, in that situation, would you still hold a grudge? So let's say in that same situation, if so they give you money 5 years later, they've fully paid you back, and then let's say another 2 years passes and some emergency happens, and they're like, can I borrow your car real quick? Would you still let them do it?
Yeah, I have car insurance, so I'm not really stressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
Well,
that's
I'll
not
be
a grudge. You're over it. You wouldn't
It
still
is
be
a
like,
grudge until
nah,
you pay me
last
back.
time you crashed it and he didn't pay me
but
back.
they did something to make up for us. I'm saying that's easy
Yeah.
to fix. That's a money issue.
That's easy to fix.
If
Yeah.
it's a money problem and you just got to pay me, then you come off the
Mhm.
bread and we could easily move past it. That's something
Yeah.
you can't fix, like emotional stuff, or you can't like.
Well, I think the other situation you named, like, you know, sleeping with a girl, that's like a break of trust, and it's like that's you can't fix that because you know I don't trust you anymore, and there's not really anything you can do to get, you know, there's no way that you can fix that specific situation.
That's what all grudges are, break of trust.
That's what I'm saying.
I trusted you not to crash
always.
my car.
Think about the Will Smith thing, though, man. We in public. Nobody else
Yeah.
will walk up and slap me in my face.
Mm-hmm.
You out of pocket, whatever your reasons were. You know, we don't have to go into that, but that's a public breach of trust. You are doing something that nobody is believing anyone's going to get up and do while I'm standing here vulnerable on live TV. I'm in a situation where I can't fight back. I'm stuck. So I'm trusting y'all to stay seated. Not get up here and slap the shit out of me. So,
yes, exactly.
Especially not the black people that's supposed to be my people up here.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not. This is not me defending any violence or anything like that. I'm just.
But then, how do I get that back? Is there a way to get that back? I don't see it.
Well, so to
me either.
Okay, so to me, this is the same. Okay, so this is the same as like. Okay, so I have issues with the prison system and with our. So this is going into a bigger discussion. But the same way, you can do something wrong. You broke the law. You did something really wrong. You go to jail for 10, whatever, however many years, 2 years. You went to jail for 2 years. You get out, and then now you have this tag on you. You're a convict. You can't get jobs. You are forever penalized for something you did in the past. That's what I disagree with. I think penalties should be, time sensitive. They should be, only fit the crime.
Things though,
if they last forever, a grudge or any punishment that lasts forever, I think is terrible. I think that's terrible.
Not true. Certain things.
It depends on what you did.
Exactly. It's certain things.
Are you a child molester?
Exactly.
Certain things. You're right. Certain things. Okay, so I don't think something like a slap is worth
any non-violent offense. Yes. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, but it's not about the slap. It's about the situation that you put a man in. So again, like we talk about the slap. It's not like he could just give him some money or something because Chris Rock already rich. So what could he possibly do? You tell me what you think would be the.
You can slap me back. You can slap me back.
That ain't the same thing.
Why not?
You can get on live TV.
Yeah, you can do it live if you want to do it live if you want.
Break in.
You can do it live if you
special
want.
on CBS. The slap.
If that's what it takes.
But that's not the same.
If that's what it takes,
because he won't get the same credit for slapping him.
Yeah. What you mean won't get the same
way
credit?
Will Smith slapped him, they're gonna say, "Oh, Will took his chance from him." This guy is giving you a chance to slap him in the face. That's nothing.
Well, I don't understand that.
Bring back your masculinity.
I don't get. See, this is what I think. This is the thing. That's the one I don't understand about it. To me, when the pride and the masculinity comes in it, I don't understand that at all. Because it's not. I don't think any less of Chris Rock. I think more of Chris Rock the way he handled it. I don't think less of him.
Yeah.
I don't think he's less of a man. I think that's like real, silly ego stuff when he said
that. But he still took a. But come on, man,
That's an L. That's not a W.
Nigga slapped you in the face crazy.
Yeah, but
crazy.
It's not like but it's not like he let it. Like you're saying that if Will let Chris Rock slap him, would it be equal? Chris Rock let himself get slapped. It wasn't like
he didn't.
What do you mean?
No, he did not. No,
bro. Do you see that?
He showed restraint.
Did not expect that at all. And after he
showed restraint.
You could see his mind like, yo. What is my response right now?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He showed restraint, but he didn't let himself get slapped. Nobody let him.
He let the dude walk up to him. He didn't move away. He didn't back up. He didn't
know what was happening.
In that minute, what could be happening? You might think this dude about to come up and tell a joke. You don't expect a slap? Come on, man.
That never happens.
I don't know.
Never happened before.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's unexpected. I just think, like I said, all right, so again, I don't want to focus on the Will Smith slap thing, but I just think any punishment that lasts forever, whether it's, between, two people or whether it's a societal thing, government thing, I don't think that is fair. I don't think
different situations. A societal thing
Grown
is
ass
wrong.
men,
I
though.
completely agree with you. But what is that's not one person telling one person I don't forgive you. That is a systematic thing that's really set up to, of course, most of the time come down on poor people, minorities, and they want to limit us. They want to limit broke folks from coming back. So that's on purpose. That's set up. That's not the same thing as just a grudge. People not really holding a grudge. Employers don't want to hire ex-cons because they have recidivism concerns. They have fears.
But the recidivism is because you can't do nothing else. Recidivism.
I don't disagree with you. I'm fully on the side of what you say. My concern is, my thing is, there's just a difference there. It's not a grudge.
Everybody different
out here is not
Obviously,
sitting around saying, "Oh, we just not gonna forgive these people," because technically they are forgiven and they are free, technically, right, to go about their business. And people have done things and been successful, but it's just much more difficult. You got to make your own way at that point because people don't want to hire, et cetera, et cetera. But if you run a business, you have an option of not hiring someone who's in jail or hiring someone who's in jail, and everything else is equal. What you gonna choose?
I'm gonna make a decision based on the individual I interviewed.
Everything is equal.
True.
So
not based on a past that they might. People can change. This is my thing. People can change.
I don't disagree with you, but as a business owner, you don't want to take a risk in a positive way. One is going to be beneficial to you. If you think all things are equal, and the only difference is now, this is not always the case, of course. But if you think all things are equal, then most business owners are going to say, "Oh, I'm going to choose to make the safer choice, in my opinion."
If the crime was non-violent, like you didn't murder somebody,
you're right.
Why do I have to?
Some of them, yeah. What if you a credit card thief?
Even if we stole, I got insurance, like you said, with the car. I got insurance.
Oh, bullshit! If I'm a bank,
business,
I'm not hiring a credit card thief. There's no way. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, that's not the same thing too. You defrauded banks. Obviously, the bank not gonna hire you.
Right, that's different. But you can get a job in a different industry.
If I put somebody up in an armed robbery, and then I want to get a job as a mechanic. Like, I'm not gonna arm robber people while fixing their car, but
for sure,
but these companies is fake though. They what it is, man.
Yeah, we talked about the companies funny, but all right. So clearly we got we see differences here. I just think that as a society we should be forgiving as individuals.
Y'all want to hate on deep things. Y'all